Welcome back to our founder spotlight for Warrior Rising, where we reconnect with our veteran entrepreneurs who've received grant funding from Warrior Rising, have participated in our programs, are out there building, growing, and leading their own businesses. And today's guest is someone we're excited to revisit, and that is Navy Dave himself. So he is one of our alumni from way back, and he's putting in the work ever since. So, Dave, thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thank you for having me. I'm really excited to share my story.
Yeah, absolutely. So for everyone who is unaware, please reintroduce yourself. Tell us about your business. When did you compete? All of that. Just let us get to know you.
Absolutely. So, Navy Dave Golf started because of Warrior Rising. Without Warrior Rising, I started it right around the COVID time period, and so it was a challenge. We weren't able to go to any specific location or anything. We did it online and virtual meetings such as this right now,
Yeah.
and so I was considered one of the OGs. I've been here since the beginning, and Warrior Rising has just changed my life entirely. I can tell you that I was in a very, very deep funk. I'm a 100% disabled veteran. PTSD is a big part of that. And I found out I couldn't work in a normal work setting. So basically, I had to find my way. I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I wanted to combine my two loves. One is teaching, and the other one is golf. And so I looked for online where I could get started, and I found Warrior Rising. And basically, I qualified for the grant. We did a lot of work to put all the paperwork together and everything so that I could be a successful vetrepreneur.
Yeah.
And here we are. 5 years later, I think is right about where we're at. So
Yeah.
I've been really successful and really, really happy. All that is entirely due to Warrior Rising.
That's awesome. And I was about to say 5 years because you said 2020. So that's incredible. What major milestones have you hit since your inception?
Yeah, it's a great question. So I kind of set everything up to where, when I got a set amount of customers and then when I met a set amount of income and everything like that, I made those my points of reference. And if you see behind me right over here, I have a golf bag that I bought. Well, my wife, who is the admiral in this household, she allowed me to buy, but we bought it
Yeah.
on my 150th customer. And it's actually a
Wow.
bag that was built by the people that did the Tokyo Olympics golf bags and everything. So it's
Cool.
all handmade and just set for me. And if you look, the top pocket has Warrior Rising on there.
That's
That's because
incredible.
Warrior Rising is that important to me. Recently, I just went over my 300th customer.
Yeah.
And, there wasn't a lot of big jumps in numbers, but my success rate of getting return customers is over 90%.
Wow.
When they do get me, they stick with me. Either I'm a lousy coach and they got to keep coming for new stuff, or I'm doing something right. I don't know which one it is. We'll figure it out. All right.
That's awesome, and that's congratulations, that's amazing. So tell
Thank
us a
you.
little bit about what you do with your bit. Like, what is it exactly for the newcomers here?
So, Navy Dave Golf is designed around the premise that we make your swing work better for you. When I was younger and I was a much lower handicap than I am now, and a lot of injuries ago, I went to a golf coach who tried to compare me to Ernie Els. And Ernie Els is 6'4". I'm 5'10". He's got arms that go down to the floor. I got stubby arms. It was a bad fit. It got into my mind, how can I combine my love for golf and help that expand to others? So what I do is I work on making your swing work for you. We don't fix one Navy Dave golf swing. We look at your swing and we do little adjustments to make it work so that you can enjoy golf. The big thing
Yeah,
about a lot of the golf instructors is that they're not wrong. It's just they may not be right for the person. So I work with more adaptive way of learning for golf, and I have customers from 888. I've got people that are going for the tour right now that are working with me, and then I've got handicaps all in between. So we're the one-stop shop for
awesome.
everything.
That's incredible. And
Yeah.
so a lot of our sponsors and donors, they always want to know, they want to see these follow-ups, how you're doing. You're still in business, which is incredible, right? Because a lot of veteran companies or companies in general that are startups, 5 years is where you make or break it typically, or if not before.
I was going to
So
say I've heard a lot of 2 year,
yeah,
issues,
two
but
years.
yeah.
Yeah, so making it 5 years, it's kind of like a foo, but you still want to scale, right? So what's for these sponsors and donors? If you can think back 5 years ago, grant funding, how did that help your business when you were at the point that you were of inception?
So if you look behind me, obviously, I wanted to do this interview in the golf studio. This was built because of Warrior Rising. So I was able to go into this adventure, and it
Yeah,
really has been, without debt. And that was huge for me. While it was what most would consider a small startup fee, I was able to create an entire golf studio with the money that I was granted. I've since done one fundraiser to Warrior Rising to pay it back a little bit. I plan on doing a couple more, but without Warrior Rising, I would have had a debt set over my head that I don't know
Wow.
that I could have broken through. I'll be dead honest with you, because with the golf business, a lot of it is word of mouth, and advertising is you're as good as your product is. Because it was a slower start module, if that debt had been hanging over my head, I probably would have been done at that 2 year mark.
Yeah.
Because of that, I am well above and beyond that. I'm over, I think we just reached a plateau of $250,000
Awesome.
that we cleared. And yeah, so we're doing really, really well. And that's
Awesome.
entirely because of Warrior Rising.
That's really great to hear. I love hearing this. And that's why we do this, right? We want to celebrate with all these veteran entrepreneurs who are absolutely crushing it out there. So, congratulations again. This is great. It's only the beginning, right?
Absolutely. It's funny you mentioned that.
Yeah.
I'm getting ready to expand again. So
Awesome.
there's a big push right now going on, and it's into the venue of online coaching and everything like that. So
Awesome.
I'm actually setting up a skill set way of doing something with the training aid, and I'm starting to build that with the understanding that, again, if I started with that dead over
Yeah.
my head, this project I'm getting ready to do never would have happened.
I got it. Yeah. With like besides the clients that you're helping, have you found yourself naturally gravitating towards mentoring other veterans or other founders? Have they gravitated to you? Do you find yourself in that kind of a sphere, mentoring perhaps?
Yeah, so with the coaching that I do in golf and everything like that, it has kept me unfortunately pretty busy, but I am wide open to any entrepreneur that wants to sit down and talk or chat like
Yeah.
this. I am wide open to that, and I'd love to help that. Early on, I did have a couple kerfuffles. I don't know what you want to call it, but it wasn't a good spot
Yeah.
where I got connected again with Warrior Rising team, and they really helped me through things so that I wasn't
Awesome.
drowning myself in a route that I didn't need to go.
Yeah, awesome. So, what advice would you give to alumni or other founders? Maybe they've already been through our program, maybe they're 1 or 2 years behind you. What advice would you give to them?
Two things. One, pay it forward always. And that
Yeah,
is what we're here to do. As a 100% disabled veteran, without Warrior Rising, I wouldn't be able to get my life back. I was surviving before this. Now I am living. The
yeah,
experiences that we have as that Hall of Fame crew, and, the OGs, as we called it earlier, is we give back by showing our steps and some of the stuff we messed up on, because let's face it, world isn't perfect, right?
yeah,
But if we can give any information back to our fellow brethren, it's just going to make their life better, and it's going to enrich your life as well. I
yeah.
know that at any time I can call into anybody in the Warrior Rising tribe and be taken care of. And I always have that door open for anybody else to call me.
Yeah, I love that. And I love the give back. And I say this a lot on interviews and everything is that there's that post service. Like service members continue to serve regardless of what, where they're at in their journey. And I think that's such an amazing aspect to veterans and even military spouses. They're serving at home on the home front, right?
I,
So
I
they're
told you my wife is ComNav
yeah,
Home Pack, so she's the admiral.
everyone's important and they serve just as much as we did. So it's
Absolutely.
it's a really incredible story. So the last question I'll ask you is what does it really mean to have someone or this community believe in you when you're just starting out?
So when I started my program after I had fallen into a huge depression. I'll be wide open with you. I had to check
Yeah,
myself into voluntarily went into some counseling and everything like that was in house. I wasn't living, I was surviving. I didn't know
yeah,
who I was, I didn't know what I was. If I wasn't able to have Warrior Rising and to start my business, I'd be surviving every day. There would be no life about it. It would just be a doldrum that maybe I don't get
yeah,
out of. Because of Warrior Rising, I'm here in front of you now, able to share a success story, and I want to help in any way, shape, or form with that success for other
yeah,
entrepreneurs. Even if you don't win the grant, you become a part of the tribe. And that's a huge thing that people need to realize. When you
yeah,
reach out to us, we're going to reach back with open arms. Okay, we're going to be your battle buddy. We're going to do everything we can to
yeah.
make sure you're taken care of.
Yeah, it's a forever community, and, like, it doesn't end once you get a grant or go to a pitch competition. It's like, we are always there, which I love,
Absolutely.
and we see
Absolutely.
reoccurring people. But thank you so much, Dave, for coming on. You're a true inspiration. This story is incredible, and don't forget to continue to share your wins with us. We always want to highlight the amazing things that these veteran entrepreneurs are doing out there. So I have crazy dogs. Apologies.
My pup is sitting right next to me. Real quickly, I'll show you.
Yeah.
She's my service animal right there. She's just laying and hanging out.
Yeah, my male is next to me, and the female is the one who's neurotic. She's the
Of
guard
course.
dog. So we got similar dogs, it looks like. So
There we go. Yeah,
awesome.
thank
But
you for letting me be here. Thank you for letting me share your story,
absolutely.
and God bless Warrior Rising, because again, to all the sponsors and donors out
Mhm.
there, without you, they couldn't make stories like this happen. And I'm always willing to share. I would go to any corporate event you want, and I would share my story with Warrior
Yeah.
Rising, so that you understand that you're not just giving money. Jason Van Camp, who started this, he said, "We don't give handouts, we give hand ups," and
Yeah.
that's the difference. Okay. They've never
Yeah.
left me. I will never leave them. And thank you again for letting me share, Alyssa. This is absolutely awesome.
Yes. Thank you so much. Again, your story is inspirational to so many. So until next time, thank you for tuning in to our founder spotlights, and we'll see you next time.
Take care.